My name is Bond. James Bond.
Sean Connery was Hollywood royalty, but did you know one paycheck set a world record? And no, it wasn't from his best Bond movie. In fact, it was a deal so sweet, it included millions in bonuses and control over future films. From timeless classics like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade to total misfires like Highlander 2, The Quickening, Connery's career was a roller coaster. But nothing compares to the massive payday he secured for Diamonds Are Forever. So how much did Sean Connery really make? Let's break it down. When you add it all up, Sean Connery's career wasn't just legendary, it was a financial empire. His films had a combined budget of $1.14 billion, but raked in a staggering $2.85 billion at the box office. And Connery himself? He took home an estimated $194 million from his iconic roles. Even after his passing in 2020, his legacy continues to thrive. His estate, once valued at $350 million, has likely grown to $400 million in 2025 through royalties and investments, a fitting fortune for the man who redefined cinema's greatest spy. Now here's the real question. Was Connery's paycheck always justified, or were some of his roles overpaid or underpaid? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love exploring Hollywood's biggest paydays, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there's plenty more coming soon. A legend never truly leaves us, and Sean Connery's impact on film will live on forever. Rest in peace, Sean.